this comic thing start?
Well, technically, it started 7 billion years ago.
No, he's so done with it.
No teaching, okay? We'll just watch the pretty light streaking across the sky.
There you go.
There it is. Oh, their nature amazing.
That's a plane.
Well, all right. 1,700 bags of peanuts flying that high. That's pretty amazing, too.
I wonder if you can see my apartment from up here.
No, you can't. I don't know.
Man, look
Good
at
job,
all those
Rachel.
Infinite space. Really makes you wonder, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't.
You know what else makes you wonder?
Huh.
Check out the rack on this chair.
We haven't seen Ted in like 3 episodes, right?
No. Since they got caught.
Since the boss? Yeah.
Chandler's getting chilly.
It's cold.
Chandler's getting
No, I'm
chilly.
not.
Then why are you wearing Monica's jacket?
Because it's flattering.
You know what? I think we're gonna take off too. We rented a movie. Oh, I won't say no to a movie. Oh, we just actually kind of wanted to be alone. Shh, get me out of here. Oh.
Ross, come here, check this out.
What, is it the comet?
No, it's the girl
No,
again.
Look, there's a bug stuck in tar right here.
I can't believe I bring you here to see the Bapstein King comet, one of nature's most spectacular phenomena.
Yeah, but they just don't care.
Stuck in tar and some woman.
You know, there's 2 women, dude.
Sorry. Sorry, Joey.
Show me where?
Right up here.
He has a telescope.
Joey, where's the pipe that was holding the door open?
Oh.
Oh my. He's getting like
I don't
so
know what's
mad.
I don't know what's worse. The fact that he's using the pipe or he thought that was a telescope.
Joey! What? Hold on. Hey, don't look at me. You're the one that wanted to come up here and look for some stupid Burger King comment.
Hey, Bapstein was a very well-respected astronomer.
Oh dang,
Oh,
they're actually
no.
stuck there though.
You would think there'd be like stairway up there or something.
Quick question. Which one was Deep Impact and which one was Armageddon?
Deep Impact was the one with Robert Duvall.
Armageddon had Bruce Willis.
If you wake me up.
Sorry, I just can't sleep. Where is that book that you were reading with the 2 women who were ice skating and wearing those hats with the flowers on it? Because every time I look at that cover, I'm like...
It is in the living room where there is also a light, and no one will kick you in the shin.
What?
Ow!
Oh,
I mean, she did warn you.
Please don't be a spaceship. Please don't be a spaceship.
oh, I swear to God, I thought that was my fire alarm.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
thank
exactly
God.
what that is. It's still gonna beat.
How could you be beeping? I just disconnected you. I took out your battery. How can... Don't interrupt me!
I can't believe this!
We know what we have to do to get down.
Yeah, I guess we don't have a choice.
Please help us! We're stuck up on the roof and we can't get down! I was thinking we just go down the fire escape.
Oh,
Oh.
see what I say.
I
should
know,
have
I
that.
wasn't finished.
You could just do that the whole time?
But don't worry! We're gonna go down the fire escape!
I love how Joey pointed out too. Ross had no idea.
And Joey's usually the dumb one. Oh no. Oh no, she's gonna kill him.
Make some warm milk and it would help me sleep.
With a walk? I thought you were going to read my boring book to put you to sleep.
It got interesting. Damn you, Oprah.
Let me make the milk. I'm up anyway.
We could just like talk to each other all night long, you know, like we did when we were first going out. It'd be fun. So, I mean, how bummed were you when the second sister died, huh?
The second sister dies?
Dang, he spoiled it.
No, I was talking about the book I was reading.
The second sister dies in Archie and Jughead Double Digest? You want to go in the bedroom? A little more comfortable. Oh, wait. Did you send those contracts to Milan?
This is your idea of sexy talk?
No, seriously. You know the contracts I gave you. Did you overnight them?
What contracts?
I'm serious. This isn't funny. Those contracts absolutely had to go out today.
Rach, I'm sorry, but you didn't give me any contracts.
Yes, I did. And I put a little post-it on it that said, must go out today. And I underlined today.
I'm telling you, you never gave them to me.
You know what, Tag? If we went down to the office, you would see those contracts sitting on your desk.
No, I would see you looking embarrassed because they are not on my desk.
Or maybe you would see me looking embarrassed because you are talking on the phone with your crotch.
While watch them not be on his desk.
No, come on, it's late. We're not going to go down to the office.
I wouldn't want to be proved wrong either.
All right, get your coat. When did you unhook this? Nice work.
I won't go down any further and stop.
Dang.
Well, we're just gonna have to jump.
Wait, jump?
Yeah. Now, we're gonna have to make sure to land
way.
to the right, not hit the dumpster on the other side, and try to avoid that weird brownish red stuff in the middle. You go up to the roof, and you let me in.
Oh, whoa, wait a minute. I have to do it?
Yeah, oh yeah, you'll be fine. It'll be just like bungee jumping, you know?
He's really gonna make Joey
Sitting
do
back
it.
up, you won't.
Your Jim will describe it.
The way he described that was great.
I don't know, Ross. I'll tell you what. Let's flip to see who does it, okay? You
no.
call it in the air, all right?
All right.
Oh!
Well, there goes that idea.
Can you see what it is?
No.
Okay, well, you be careful.
What? No, Ross, no. Okay, look, I have an audition tomorrow, and I can't go if I break my leg.
Well, I'm not jumping. I have a son. Okay, he won't have a father if I die.
Well, all right, so it looks like we're even.
Okay, so this wire.
What is happening? How is it still going off?
Maybe it's not that.
Okay, so to get the beeping to stop, all I have to do.
Yeah.
Well done, Phoebes.
What?
Oh, were you sleeping, sweetie? Oh, I'm sorry. Here.
No way, Monica. No way.
Feel free to look, but I'm telling you, those contracts are not on this desk.
Well, that is a messy desk.
No, look at this mess, Tag. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. You have to be more organized. And who's this chippy? A little young for you, Tag, but whatever.
It's my sister.
Very cute, Bert.
When do you imagine you gave them to me? In the morning or in the afternoon?
In the afternoon, Mr. Zellner came into my office after lunch.
They're in
Put
her
them on my
office.
desk, and then I put it posted on it
And it's right there.
that
Yep.
said, must go out today. So you just keep looking in there, all right?
I had a
I mean, he's
feeling
not gonna
because
find them. Yeah.
Bit of a puzzle. Why
He's
don't
gonna
you
find out.
check the copy room? Maybe you left the contracts in there.
How could I have left them in the copy room?
I don't know, Tag. How can your genitals make phone calls?
Fine.
Thank you.
No, you are
She's
not,
evil.
Rachel.
She's evil.
That is actually so messed up, though. There's no way.
Hello?
Like, he's got to know she put them there.
I don't get it.
You still awake?
And now she
Yeah,
can't see.
you.
You do know that was me that just said that, right? As long as we're both up.
Yeah? I hope you're not thinking about cleaning the living room.
What was I thinking at dinner? Do you want soup or salad? Both. Always order both.
You know, I'm looking, and I don't think anyone's home here. I say we just break the window, crawl through, and explain later.
What if someone is living there?
Hello?
Yep, there you go. Go ahead, Ross. Break into that window. I want to see what happens.
So when you get in there,
Oh my Ross.
My God.
Okay. This is where you and I part ways. Noisy bitch.
What? What are you doing?
Do you know what just happened?
We had sex and then we fell asleep.
No, we were in the middle of sex,
Oh.
and you fell asleep.
Wait, but why are you fully clothed?
No. No, that's not true. You rock my world.
Monica,
What?
I was giving you some of my best moves, and you missed it. So please wake up so we can do it right.
Give me the good stuff.
Yeah. No, don't fall asleep. Okay, I'm going to make you some coffee. Oh, I probably won't spill coffee grounds all over the kitchen floor.
Okay, I'm up.
So, you got anything for me?
Still no luck.
Oh my God! Did you check your entire desk?
Rachel, this isn't right. Come on.
What?
He already found him.
Well, it's not out here. Is there any chance it could be in your office?
You deserve that, Rachel. I'm sorry. You deserve that.
How did he figure that out, though?
Let me check.
Yeah. Oh, he knows.
Any luck?
Can I see you in my office for a minute?
Yeah. You found them!
You put these on my desk.
I did not.
Oh, really? So you're saying they just slid out of your bottom drawer, crawled across the floor, then jumped
Wow.
onto my
Oh.
desk?
You know what's in his bottom
How
drawer?
did you know they were in my bottom drawer?
Yeah.
I am so hot for you right now.
Oh my god.
Wait, what?
How'd they know it was hers?
Phoebe Buffet?
Fire alarm? Hi, officer. Fireman. Can I help you?
We found your fire alarm in the trash chute.
That's not mine.
Yes, it is. Next time you want to dump a fire alarm in the trash chute, don't wrap it in a blanket that says property of Phoebe Buffet, not Monica.
Okay, do you have a search warrant? Because the last time I checked, this was still America.
He's not a cop.
Against the law to disconnect them,
Fine. But please, God, tell me how to stop it from going off.
just press the reset button under the plastic cover.
There's a reset button? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, my God.
But she smashed it.
Reset button. Reset button.
That's the worst thing ever. Dang.
Okay, I'm gonna start to climb down you now.
Oh, that's how they're doing it.
Now, should I climb down your front so we're face to face, or should I climb down your back so we're butt to face?
Face to face. Face to face, yeah.
I don't even think it's gonna work that way.
How much do you weigh, Ross?
I prefer not to answer that right now. I'm still carrying a little holiday weight.
You know, when we talked about face to face, I don't think we thought it all the way through. Right.
Ross, go lower.
Maybe I should hang and you should climb down me.
How would you do that?
It's pretty far.
It's not that far, just drop.
Don't rush me.
Ross, you should know that my pants are starting to come down and I'm not wearing any underwear.
Oh, my ankle! I really hurt my ankle. I think I twisted it. Ooh, a quarter.
That's the quarter Joey flipped.
Some of your best work.
I told you. I can't believe it. I've only got 2 hours until I call in sick for work. You want to?
Okay, you get the vacuum cleaner and I'll get the furniture polish.
Shit, Jailer was like, that's not what I was thinking. Okay, but besides the end of Cody and I watching Friends season 7, episodes 11, no.
10, 11, 12.
10, 11, 12 for the first time. I will say, actually, that, of course, you know, like almost all episodes in this show, I think we're at the point where, like, every episode's going to be good no matter what. I do feel like, though, these 3 episodes were definitely some of the weaker ones overall. The Christmas episode was pretty good. Like Cody and I, we kind of already talked about it, but I felt like the emphasis on the Christmas was just not there as much. And like, it's not like it has to be so much about Christmas as it is just the plot lines themselves. I just feel like, you know, the Rachel and Phoebe plotline could have been a different episode, and, you know, the Ross and his son and the Hanukkah stuff, that was pretty entertaining. I just don't feel like it was some of the best work compared to some of the other Christmas episodes. I will say the last episode right there with the comet and everything, that was pretty good as well, but I'm sorry, I don't know why it bothered me so much, but just when Chandler and Monica had the whole, you know, that she fell asleep in the middle of them having sex, I just don't know why it just confused me so much when Chandler was like fully clothed and everything. I felt like it would be a little bit more like, you know, obviously not naked because they wouldn't show that, but just I thought he'd be in his underwear or like maybe I don't know, maybe have a shirt off. I don't know. I thought it would be like a little bit more obvious they were like in the middle of sex, but it seemed like, you know, they were both just still fully clothed. And then Rachel and her assistant, that was probably actually my favorite plot line out of the three in this past episode. I felt like, even though she did like a kind of evil thing and Tag kind of got her back, I felt like that was just so entertaining in a way, seeing that she just could not accept the guilt that she did that and like she made the mistake. And then episode 11 was actually my favorite. I thought the cheesecake plotline was honestly just a little bit insane, like compared to the other two. I liked the cousin wedding stuff a lot more, but in the Phoebe and Joey stuff, but just the Chandler and Rachel plotline, I just love seeing them both together. But the cheesecakes themselves, it just got so out of control by the end. I personally just could not understand some of it, but overall, pretty good episodes. Episode 11, I actually think that was really great. Cody, what did you think about them?
Is it bad that these weren't my favorite three?
Well, like, I said as well they were some of the weaker ones. I think we've already established though with this show, like all episodes are still good for us. You know, it's just some are going to be weaker.
Like, don't get me wrong, I didn't hate them or anything like that. I didn't even find myself laughing as much in these three. My thing with the holiday one, it wasn't even about the Christmas thing for me. But even though I don't know much about, you know, Judaism or however you say that religion, Jewish. Yeah. I don't know much about, you know, being Jewish or anything like that, but I feel like they could have done more to represent that too, even if they were going in that direction for Ben. And it's like Nick said, you know, I do agree that the Phoebe and Rachel thing, it could have been moved to another episode. They could have made the whole entire episode about Phoebe and Rachel moving into an apartment together. Because I just feel like, you know, the holiday episodes should basically, because they only come around once a year, so they should like represent those holidays. And even if they were going with the Hanukkah and Christmas line, they could have done both. You know, they did light the candle at the end there, but there could have been gift opening. There could have been so much more sentimental value to those episodes. That's why I like them so much, because they kind of represent how the characters have grown for that year or something like that. You know what I mean? So I didn't feel a spark with those ones. With episode 11, the cheesecake episode, it was pretty funny. I'm not going to lie. It was different seeing Rachel and Chandler for once be the topic of a plot line, just themselves, really. And Joey was kind of just in the background for it. But I didn't really... I don't know. Something didn't hit with that one either for me. And then episode 12, I almost got mad at Rachel. I'm not going to lie, because I didn't know how that was going to go with the Tag and Rachel thing. I thought, honestly, my mind went a whole different direction. I thought she was going to find a way to fire him somehow, and that was going to be her way. Like,
wow,
so that's why
that's really dark.
That's
really
why
dark.
I stayed silent, because I was like, Rachel's ego is pretty freaking wild. So like, I don't know, either that or Tag would be like, listen, I don't trust you anymore because you tried to set me up. Like, that's kind of what she did, and he clearly found out about it because they ended up back on her death.
I'd actually consider that, though, that like it might be like a serious issue instead of like just for only comedy's sake in a way. So
right.
Yeah, that definitely is valid, you know.
Because I do think, you know, I'm glad they didn't do that, but I do think that would have been a compelling end to the episode, maybe. Because I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect Tag to be around this long.
Even their relationship, though, like their relationship is a little bit unclear, I guess. It's like where they are, which isn't like a bad thing. It's just kind of weird when like he's gone for like a couple episodes and then he just comes back and it's like, where are they at now? A little bit, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, pretty solid episodes at least. And I think that the most emotional part, which I'm actually kind of mad that I didn't get emotional at, you know, with the whole Phoebe plotline, in episode 11, where she's actually sad about her former boyfriend leaving again. And I don't know why. Maybe it's because that boyfriend didn't show up for like how many seasons now. So like maybe that's why it didn't hit me as much. And you guys know I've considered Phoebe to be one of my favorite characters in at least my top 2 or 3. So it's just weird that I wasn't emotional during that, and Nick was. So
I was about to say, though, I think that's the reason why you're harping on it, because I got emotional when in reality, like, seriously, I'll be surprised when I post this, like, if anyone else got emotional at that part. I think it's just because I noticed she was crying. Like, the moment itself was sad.
It's the first time she shows emotion like that.
Yeah, that's the reason why I got it, but I'm actually curious to see, because I feel like most people will be like you, where they didn't feel the emotion, but you're like, you're almost like apologizing for not feeling the emotion, but like I feel like most people wouldn't, you know.
And I'm not trying to sound like I'm apologizing, but like there's other things that like she's done emotional moments, like when she met her mom for the first time, when she met her dad, when she was going to go meet her dad during the Christmas episode in the first season. So like, there's a lot of other heartstring pull episodes with Phoebe in it. But other than that, I mean, like I said, they weren't bad episodes. They just didn't hit as much as I would expect Friends to kind of hit on the level that we're kind of already at. You know what I mean? So I like to give good criticism now. Let's put it that way.
Well, I will also say, actually, just because like we're halfway through the season, I guess, like I honestly do feel like this season's been good, but I do feel like it is a little bit of a step down for me, at least so far, compared to seasons, I think, 3 through 6. Because like 3, 4, 5, and 6, they got consistently like better, it seemed like, more funnier, just more engaging in a way. And this season, once again, it's still been great. I do feel like it's been a little bit of a slower pace. I honestly assume it'll probably ramp up though towards the later half, especially with the wedding and stuff. But I think it's because season 7 started out so strong with the wedding, and then it seems like these past couple episodes, just the plot lines have not been as good as some of the other plot lines, I should say, in other seasons.
I was just gonna say, like, with the wedding that I'm assuming is happening this season. I would have expected there to be kind of like a little bit of integration in every episode, in a way. Like, just a mention of it. Obviously they had the Ross and Monica going to their cousin's wedding, so maybe that's more of a foreshadowing thing. I don't know. But I just feel like, with as strong as season 6 ended, and it's like I said to Nick, that was still one of my top favorite moments in Friends so far. So for it to be like that bar being set that high, our expectations are kind of a little bit higher, especially the way the season started so far, like you were saying.
Well, I think it's also because, like, if we look at, I could be wrong, but just it seemed like the first 5 or 6 episodes we did, like, there was little hints of the wedding here and there, like, it kept being a reoccurring theme, and I feel like that's just been missing these past 6 episodes, which, I honestly, I don't know how I feel about it, because, like, we'll see, when we reach the end of the show, but I feel like they could have integrated, like Cody said, a lot more, just, not even, like, again, Monica chose her bridesmaids, and they kind of already talked about the wedding fund and everything, but, like, Chandler still has to pick a best man, they have the bachelor party, bachelorette party, maybe there's, like, 2 parts with just them talking more about wedding plans in, like, some capacity. It feels like that's been almost shifted to the back burner, and now these past 6 episodes, it's been just, like, kind of just them hanging out. Which, once again, it's still good. It, like, right. They could honestly be doing, like, I don't know, like, they could be doing that whole Ross and Joey plotline where they're just, like, sitting there talking on a ladder or something, and I still think it would be fun. It's just, once again, compared to the quality I think we've seen, it's just a little bit of a different scenario where, like, normally, I think since season 3, we've just been consistently saying how good the show's gotten, and then, this season it's just been a little bit of a drop-off. So I'm honestly hoping it picks up in the later half. I don't know if you have any kind of thoughts on the second half, Cody, but I hope at least it picks up with the wedding.
I do hope it does, because they kind of hit the ground running. Like, they went with, Monica and Chandler being engaged in the end of season 6. The first 3 episodes were basically all about the wedding preparations. And then, I don't remember if it was in the first 3 or if it was 4 through 6. That was about the bride, or the maid of honor.
That was episode 6. Yeah.
That was episode 6. Stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
So I just feel like, it's great that they want to, take a step back, bring it to some more lighthearted comedy and everything like that. I'm all game for that. But once they set that bar, it's like, okay, now you got to give me more.
Yeah,
like, you can't give me these breadcrumbs and then not give me the feast. You know what I mean? So I just feel like, I hope they're going to pick up in the next half. But I don't think that this half was bad overall. I just think that it could have been, could have been set up differently is all.
And you actually said something I don't know why I'm not thinking about. Like, it probably actually would have gone a little bit better if they switched the episodes around. Because think about it, like the first 6 episodes, it wasn't really about the wedding as much, and then they just started ramping it up. I feel like it would have, gone maybe a little bit better. So I actually never thought about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I just, if they would have just split up the holiday episode with Phoebe and Rachel, I loved that plot line. I did. I liked it. I just think it didn't fit in that episode. So if they would have made it into a different episode, or at least put that in an episode before that one, I don't know. I just would have been fine with it. I don't want to harp on it. I'm not doing too much, criticism and saying it's bad or anything like that. It's just that I have a certain expectation now with this show. They kind of set they set an expectation that is almost hard to keep up with, in my opinion. But I think that they'll be good.
The only reason why we're kind of even discussing this maybe a little bit further, I don't think Cody even knows about this, but just when I posted I forget the episode names, but the ones where they are like what they would have been, where they do the flashbacks and like Joey and Rachel, the relationship, and Phoebe's the stock girl. But like lots of people actually were really kind to us about that episode and being like, they love it, but they loved hearing our opinions about it, even though we did not really like it as much. So, I do think that's good. That like in this show, 95% of this is like stuff Cody and I are just gushing about. So like in the 5% where we don't really gush as much, I just feel like it's equally as important to like kind of showcase that to you guys. Because, we're going to be genuine and like we're not going to love everything about the show in a way, but it's still just an amazing show. So, it's still a great first half, like Cody said. The second half, I bet, will be even better. It's just, once again, I do like when we do have criticisms to be able to address them.
Yeah, I did like the Phoebe plot line with the smoke alarm. I thought that was pretty good. I thought that was funny. Because I think we've all kind of been in that situation at one point where we just don't know how to actually turn it off. So for her to lose it and just kind of smash it and then throw it down a trash chute, that's probably something everybody's wanted to do. So that's all I was going to say.
I actually think I did love almost all Phoebe's plot lines in these past 3 episodes, especially hers with Joey. It's one of the few serious plot lines she had, and I love the fact that as silly as it sounds in a way, like they actually have a dinner once a month and they just talk about the other friend group because it's like them two are like the closest, I guess, between each other. But I just thought that was hilarious. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction to these past 3 episodes. We will see you guys in the next 3 episodes.